but that's how the turkey crumbles, because that's now a saying that I'm saying. So that's how the turkey crumbles, guys. Let's get into Rondo and see where circle goes here. I still want to circle down here somewhere. It seems like a ton of fun because we've had in the past couple weeks we've had a couple near Jadena, Tinlong, and Denchang around there. Ooh, also there we go. I mute my desktop audio. I don't want to forget that. But if I had to guess, I think we actually am going to get something similar to what we had yesterday or whatever day that was. Probably something around here is my guess, between Mayran and Neox Factory. We'll see if I'm right. We'll see if I'm wrong. We'll see how the turkey crumbles. That's the stupidest saying, and I love it. How the turkey crumbles is just how it goes from now on. How the turkey crumbles. What the heck am I even saying half the time? Lampo. I've never seen a circle end. I don't think I've ever been Lampo. Ooh, okay. There's one spot that I've seen the circle go before, and that's like around here. But I'm excited for this circle. This is a new one, something unique. Let's take an overview. Let me make sure that I'm not missing any hot drops or anything. Okay, I'm not. So we should have a couple of minutes to check things out as I do that real quick. Yeah, so again, sorry for the long break. One of the players could not connect, but again, I don't think I've ever even been to this part of the map now that I'm thinking about it. Maybe like a rotate once or twice, but never like actually staying. Might have crossed this bridge once, but we'll see how it goes. Certainly is interesting. I've always wanted to actually take a fight in these rocks, marshes, whatever the heck you want to call them, because it seems like a lot of fun, but it never seems to work out because it's a bad spot. Because if you're on one side, you can't really take a fight without the other side seeing you. And then if you're on the other side can see you. So it has to be like the perfect kind of circle where you can actually go one side or the other and actually have it be playable. Because otherwise you're just kind of screwed. So very specific circles that this is going to work out, but it always looks fun. Like, you can't deny it. It looks very, very fun. This is a part of the map that I really wish I've played more. I will say that knowing me, I bet that there's some spots where you can actually like flood your vehicle, and I probably would do that. That one spot on Tego pisses me off. That might not be the best thing to say, but there's what is it? No, not Hapo. Kangnuang, I think so. But in the southeast part of the map, there's like one pond or something that's like, oh, you should be able to kind of like drive through this. It should be easy. But whereas in fact, no, you cannot. And your vehicle will stall, and it's incredibly frustrating, but it's fine. All right, let's see. Players, where you guys going? Who the heck is getting close to each other? Still seems like we got a little bit of time before the crazy shenanigans is going to happen. Empire, where are you? Oh, Empire's already in, like, center. There's not a... Is there... I don't think there's a glider spawn around here. I don't recall it. Oh, there's one here. Okay. Yeah, there is one here. Come on, go faster. There it is. There you are. I caught you. Caught in 4K. So, but they probably won't need it. I don't think that they're going to go for it just because they are pretty center zone. And they have... They have like everything they need. I don't think it's... Yeah, I don't think it's needed. But Psycho getting a little... Ooh. I heard that before I saw it. It was a bicicleta. One of... Okay. Hot take. I actually think that the bike is one of the best implements that they've ever had in PUBG. Hear me out. because it is so frustrating when you go over here and there's no cars on either side. But if you have a bike, it actually makes it very viable. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, but you can hear it far. You can only hear it for like 100 yards, 100 meters. And if you're a decent player, you don't need more than that. So if you can silent rotate onto any team, because a lot of people don't actually expect a bike play. So if you're actually able to use it and it increases your speed by 3-4 times at least, I don't know how fast you are running, but it's pretty darn fast, honestly. You can jump really high. You can jump higher than you can vault, I'm pretty sure. But you can use it to make some crazy plays, and I've definitely caught out some teams. So we don't see it a ton here just because of rotations and vehicles, etc. But I do actually really like it in PUBG. I think it's just so good. But Team Fate, they're getting a little push by TTG. But no one's in a spot that they can really knock. Devil Vibe's going to go first. I think they're hoping for some easy points, but I think Team Fate not gonna let it be easy. But Devil definitely hears the vehicle. And they're going to start heading out, but Timfy has to be careful. Did he spot Tim? Yeah, I think he spots the car. Well, now he hears it. But Tim was close enough to an exit that he should just... Oh, no. There's still a chance that Mayu actually goes for it. Looks like they're just trading some things. He's in the vehicle. Devil Vibes doesn't want to take the shots just yet, but he would be well within his rights to do so. But just going to let him pass on by Gooners. Oh, hold up. We have 55 and Neverminds fighting each other. Karak goes down to Breno. And Sam Crow's by himself. Psycho is not here just yet. So it's a 1v4. The shot's not actually going to connect. Infinite has to be careful. And nice knock by Sam Crow. Watulins trying to help out his teammate. The nade doesn't come in. I think he did land one shot. Now he does have backup, and he might just go for the res on the Karak, especially with a smoke or two. Breno has been spotted, but can't find the knock on him either. But a current 2v3 could change in an instant. Ooh, nice shots coming out from Sam Crow. Get the knock onto Breno. The pre-fires, he wants to make this work now with 3-2 in the reverse. 55. Is it just me or does the ping seem very glitchy? But, well, Psycho, he has a UMP, which is not what a lot of people expect. Watulins the last one up, and Sam Crow is going to find him, finding 3 of Nevermind, all for his lonesome. But OP and Gooners now trying to push together. Bunt with the classic bunts. Get up, knock, and flush onto Faravero. Simply Matt, first one who spotted him. Icy should be able to get res relatively easily. And Bunt, he's not going first, which I am surprised by. And looks like Zyko is the one in the glider. His Resmi is close, but they're not going to push onto this just yet. Shots from Rezav on to Resmi, and I think Light Show has a car. Yeah, he has a car. But I think it'd be too aggressive of a push from Gooners to go anywhere past here, just because they would have to cross an open street, which does not, it's not favorable, to say the least. Duel grouping up. Outlaws sending Yakamazi to figure out where they go inside next circle. Again, for those of you who are wondering, the top 8 from LCQs make it into the grand finals to meet the top 8 from group stages, which we saw last weekend ending on Sunday. If you guys want to check out the VODs, I have it all uploaded to YouTube because Twitch is getting rid of stored VODs, it seems, or at least reducing it. Yeah, I'm not surprised by this circle, but yeah, I'm not surprised by this circle. So we'll see how it goes. Actually, Amigos, they should center up onto each other, but with how the Gooners have been playing, I wouldn't be surprised if they just go ahead and full crash this. Because, you know, Gooners do Gooner things. Goon. Go Goon. Gooners United. That's going to be a football club at some point. Can confirm. All right. Well, OP and Amigos now crossing past Zer. Not going to take shots just yet. And potentially dangerous. They are inside a safe spot, but we'll see how long that stays as Michael and the rest of Empire also pushing. But OP decided to go away, and Empire taking containers. Zyko, the eye in the sky, as they say. Trying to spot out a spot for his team. He did see PD, at least one member. And he has to be careful because he should get shot down soon. In less than 10 seconds. Yeah, less than 5 seconds, really. He should get shot down. It's actually not smoking, which... that doesn't make sense. To me, it should be smoking. Yep. Well, now it's down. And he's trying to make it back to his team, trying to get to a safe spot, and he will go for this little spot right here. Razav right on the other side of Resmi, and they could just go straight into Empire. If they're not careful, they could go Rocks. No, 55 is already in Rocks. But Shinboy the one having to be careful. Martin and Laucha going up to him, but he's not hitting his shot. Shinboy has 3 bullets left. And now the rest of Empire needing to make their move, but it's not going to be enough. Beleda finds Shinboy and gets the knock and the flush. Poon did find Laucha with a nade, and now they want to redeem their boy. It's a decent molly, but I don't think it's actually going to spread. Gabri from the side. Nice shots from Poon is going to take Martin down as the res does come out. And Bale Frosty's on the side. He should tell Poonage to hold for just a second. Spots out Laucha. Nice knock. Oni taking shots at Bale Frost, and he might go down. He does. And I think he'll get flushed away. Well, Beleda actually going to be the one who flushes him out. Nice spot from Poonage, but Empire 2 down. PD maintain their split and get some knocks and flushes. Oh wait, no, they don't get a flush. They just get a knock. Luminosity have death split covered. Or was it great? I forget what this is called. Death Straits? Something like that. But crossing in between here, between these 2 hills and the compound is atrocious. Actually, this one too. This one more so, I would say, actually. Yeah. Well, run it down. Are full sending it straight into the relative middle of zone. They're proving me wrong. Circle does shift, and OP are very, very happy with their spot. Doesn't provide a ton of cover, but it provides enough. And that is all that you need. Run it down, trying to find their way into zone, and they could actually take this close side. Shots coming in from Resmi Silzen. Gonna go ahead and find Ripper. And oh no, Pippo got rid of it. Well, Resmi pass on by, and now Spectro. Run it down, having to be careful. Spectro, he only has the mini out. He doesn't have any bullets, and he is trying to find it, but Taste2 from distance is, or not distance, Taste2 is going to find him. And down goes Resmi unceremoniously. Duel going to come in through the north side. Gooners have a decent spot to play in. I do like it because it looks like Gooners are taking this tournament seriously. Well, as serious as Gooners goon, so you know. Amigos taking some shots over at Icy, but he is covered enough to not take damage. And Michael going down to Karak, and Poonage the only one up. Hold up. Is he trying to mortar here? Well, that is definitely not going to hit. Guess he was going for Icy. But yeah, definitely not far enough. Well, not going to work out, but Karak flushed away. So is Michael. Boonage having to save Empire's third game. But I feel like they had decent games before. So I don't think they should be too worried. Winners, though, starting to push into Amigos. The bunt took a lot of damage, only has 4 HP. If he gets tagged by a frag, he's dead. And that's exactly what does happen. Now, Gooner's Greg shot goes down super low, but Lopez with a nade in hand. Well, knocked and flushed immediately. And now the rest of the Amigos are going to try to hang together. Vapescur taking some damage, but gets a knock onto Icy, but is going to get traded by TTG in the distance. And now it is just Matt. Matt and Greg Shot who are up. And DNL and Ziggy on the side. The flush. Yep. Good flush. Kuhn was taken down by 55. Bunt trying to hold an angle, but an AK is nasty. Simply Matt chilling upstairs. Blue zone. Ooh, he's getting shot in the back. TTG. Gonna help out Here's at least for the time being, and Matt actually gonna get DNL with a nade. Ziggy, has to be careful. Oh, that blue zone is good. That's a very good blue zone. It's absolutely perfect. And now Ziggy's just gonna go ahead and push. And Bun, he had a frag in hand. And the nade does some damage, but now he's trying to hide behind what little cover he has. Well, he does seem to get the med off. But if Gooners push together, Matt taken down, and Bun is going to find him. Well done. And, you know, they get 4 points, but they lose 2 members. So you tell me if that was worth it or not. 37 up in one of the craziest games in Rondo I've seen in a long time. I feel like it's mostly because of an odd circle. Sam Crow having to hold, I believe, all of Team Fate. I believe that they're a 4-man. They might be a 3-man. Yeah. But he accidentally mollied himself. I think something hit it. And he will go down. Mayu actually picking up a point, which is great for them. Team Fate in a great spot. PD also in a very nice spot, but they do not have any kills, despite having a decent amount of damage. And now Mira, they opt to not go for the E pickup, trying to set an inside zone. And they could actually take some of the tankers, but TTG, I mean, they're going to know what's happening. So is Team Fate. Cater's just waiting, just holding. Well, Mira now have to be careful. They are pushing on to Team Fate. The last time they had this fight, it went well for them. The VHC going to go down, traded out with Mayu. OP and Outlaws fighting in the distance, and Flush has come out on either side. It's actually all just down to Fana, and whoa, Team Fate. They lose 1, but up to 6 kills and a good spot. And Outlaws, who did they, OP. Apparently they crashed onto OP. Speaking of crashing, we do have, we have the Gooners. Buns had the Panzerfaust out, was looking for the one shot he needed, but not going to find it and gets killed. I believe it was Flanker who knocked him. TTG slowly pushing, trying to see what points they can collect from this bunt. Definitely going to go down. Matt has to be careful. Cater might have been able to spot him. Not entirely sure. Matt actually... Oh, I thought he ran onto the inside. But he has a little bit of cover with the vehicles. Circle just shift back over here, so TTG and Fate in a great spot. Potentially dangerous to still have a place to play, so they shouldn't be too worried at all. OP trying to find their way in, so are the Luminosity and Duel. I haven't lost one, and excuse me, where is that? All right, let's see. Well, it looks like they want to go ahead and try to catch out Luminosity, but I don't think the mortars are going to hit. Ooh, it was close, though. And I think that second one, yep, is going to be too far. Now we're going to go ahead and follow on to Luminosity as they go ahead and push right on to where potentially Dangerous are and where they're going to have to play. Run it down from the other side. It is just a two-man on Run It Down, but Luminosity still have to be incredibly careful. Snaker's just waiting for the overpeak, and potentially Dangerous not going to engage onto this just yet. They're going to wait, going to bide their time as Duel trying to find a spot. Actually, I want to check out where Duel can play. Do Duel have anything? Ooh, they don't have much, if anything. If they have E flares, they could kind of take center. Like right over there wouldn't be too bad. But Devil Vibes is there. Ooh, bike to block doors is nice also. That's a very fair point. I forgot about that one. But yeah, that's probably the most applicable aspect in comp that people use bikes. But now I think the big question is going to be up to OP. And then obviously Duel to see where they go. But Duel kind of is already in. You just need to find a place to kind of hole up. I think this might be Carfort territory. Actually, no. Ooh, this is a nice spot. I didn't know this. This would definitely be a mortar zone or mortar territory for anyone who had it if they knew where Duel was, but it doesn't seem like people do. And again, ooh, actually OP. Have they found a spot on Stilson? Okay, they have. Who has a Lynx, a nasty gun in the hands of someone as good as this. You can bet your butt he's probably gotten, I'm going to say 3 kills. If he stays up. If he goes down, well, that's it. But if he can use all 10 shots, at least 3 kills, I would say. But that's always the question. How long do they stay up? How long can they survive? They're going back to his vehicle, trying to continually find where they can play. Matt. He's inside. He's trying to survive. And you know what? He's doing a dang good job of it. If Gator picked up the shotgun, I'd be very happy. But now, potentially Dangerous. They have spotted their points. And it might be Luminosity's breaking point as Vox does go down. No one's going to make a push on over just yet. Snakers going to go ahead and trade Gats because now it is a 3v4. Vox, he could get flushed out here relatively quickly. Circle did close. The nades now from Luminosity trying to get a knock on Oni or Slabby. That's doing some decent damage, but so far not getting a knock, which is what they need. With Vox, looks like they're going to go for the res onto him. In that blue zone. Oh, wait, that's an emergency flare. Oh, I don't think that's close enough, but I could be wrong. Silson going to go ahead and find a knock. I just want to see if it hits them right here, because that would be... Nope. Lands on the other side, but those that do land close enough by using it as lethal is hilarious to me. Snakers, they need to get a knock, but Glock is going to go ahead and peek on over onto Bizzler. And now unable to find the knock onto Gabri is too bad for Luminosity. They could all fall down to this one play from the side. You are going to find 1, 2 to go down. And Gabri, he does have a Grazza. The peek on over from Glock. Yep. And Luminosity go out there. Not going to get their 3rd in a row, but they're very happy so far with their first games. Pippa and the rest of OP finding Run It Down, and now they do have to fight potentially Dangerous as Silson. Let's see what he's been doing. 6 bullets left, 5 bullets left. Doesn't know exactly where they are. Now he spots out Oni. Can't land that shot. Gonna try to back off. And all right, Silson, I said 3 kills. I know you got 1 knock with it earlier. Looks like Matt did go down in the kerfuffle with Luminosity. I assume he went down to Team Fate. I could be wrong. But Silson, I said 3, bro. You gotta hit these. Wow, Pippa has a ton of util left. My word. 5 frags. I mean, 5 frags is just a ton of lethal. PD, they have to be careful because Duel is... Okay, Duel's not pushing. They, I thought they had an easier sideline onto this. So, okay, come on, sir. As soon as I go off of you, then you get a knock? That's just rude. Well, he couldn't find the last one. I think it might have actually hit the pole. But Pippa, his 5 frags are now coming in clutch as the name... He knows where the knock was. But unfortunately, he just cannot seem to connect his lethal. Circle closing, and now Team Fate having to push out into TTG, who are going to have to push out into Duel at some point. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to that fight. And I'm sure there's going to be a knock now that I've left it. But Battle X, that's a good stun coming out from Fate. Flanker, yep, shot on the side. Beautifully done. Great use of util. And down it goes Battle X. The rest of TTG now. Throwing over their lethal. Pippa knocked by IQ. And it looks like they're kind of now just pushing back. Vader taking the sides. Nice shots. The trade from Devil Vibes and Connection. Or Devil Vibes and Timfy. Cater, he doesn't have any lethal. Does he just push on over? I think that might be a blue zone. But I actually kind of want to see this one and how this is going, because PD, OP, and Duel all trying to find each other as Zur, I think he got a knock onto at least 1 or 2 of them. Ooh, Lobes could go down here. He doesn't know exactly where he is. Peek on over. Lobes doesn't get knocked. He actually knocks them, but he has to be careful because the util and the 2 flushes coming out as well. TTG trying to find the rest of Lobes. Silzen going to go ahead and find Oni. Lobes pushing back on to the left. Spots out one, but he pushed a little bit too far, and from behind, Duel is eliminated. And now OP are just left with Silzen, who is out of his Lynx bullets. And now shaping up to be a very... I mean, we're going to definitely have a new winner, of course. But I'm thinking that Fate or TTG should win this. I was going to say, it's whoever throws between the 2 teams. Yep, there we go. TTG, they're losing left, right, and center. And PD, they're trying to go back up. The shot from Silzen. Well, doesn't find him, and PD should be able to stabilize after that. And actually, PD have a better spot in zone than I expected. I thought they were gonna lose at least one. But now a pure 1v1 squad. Except Fate don't have a player. Who got killed? Was it Tim? No, it was Mayo. Yeah. But that was much earlier. PD have every advantage with circle and terrain. And honestly, the fact that PD did not lose anyone between OP and Duel is insane to me. Because they should have 100% lost at least one player. But Timfy, he's trying to push in. He has a broken 3 vest, which means he is going to die so darn quickly to bullets. And Fate, they need a knock here. They need some entry into this PD team. PD's solid. They've been performing well over the past year or 2. Gabri doesn't get knocked to Tim. But 11 kills, even if they get 2nd place, that's pretty darn good. Can be proud of themselves. Nice trade by Tater. Glock pushing out to the side. I think he'll catch out Timfy, because Timfy's not even looking over here. Yep. Glock, nice spot onto Timfy. And Tater now the last one up. And Oni gonna go ahead and find him. Winner chicken dinner. Potentially dangerous. Gonna go ahead and get 20 points. But Team Fate with 11 kills, 2nd place. That is 17 points for themselves. So that is not bad at all. Only 3 behind the winners. Still. All right, guys. We are done with Rondo. We have Tego, and then we have 2 Miramar. The most beautiful map in all of PUBG, and I'm going to say it every time because it's just true. So go ahead and take a quick break, and I'll see you guys in about 5 minutes. See you soon.